This is my favorite part. Hey guys, just in case you can hear me.
Oh, we got an ad, so I bet we are live.
Cool. Hey friends, happy Wednesday, Friends Day. I feel like leaning in so I can see you better. Hope you're having a good day. This is part 2 of Shear Joy. So Shear Joy is a lamb we're painting. Here's the reference photo. I've got the link in the video description. And then I drew in Photoshop kind of where I'm thinking the berry branches will go. The traceable's up on my website, AnnieTroe.com. And Emily's here with me today, helping me doing all the heavy lifting behind the scenes.
Hello.
And I'm going to get started because we want to get done soon before the storms come.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab my phone and put it in my video arm behind me here on my art table. And move the...
You have to step over that, though.
Oh, that's right. I'll have to step over the microphone cords.
And then
And then go over.
I think you're tangled in your own.
Am I tangled? I can untangle it. Oh, I saw a comment on my phone as I was flying it over.
It's Chase.
Oh, hey, Chase. I know I'm tangled. This might be microphone noise because I hooked it up into my apron and my leg.
Chase says hello from warm Nebraska. Yeah, it is warm.
Yeah, we're expecting spring-like storms this afternoon.
I told Chase we were going to get like a tornado in December at this rate because we're going to have hurricane winds, aren't we?
Well, I hate complaining after the horrible stuff that happened down south.
Yeah, they had a tornado in December.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good. I always line up the shot, but half the time, it must be maybe it's how I put my phone in.
Oh, and Chase dropped his $4.99 early.
Oh, Chase, man, thank you. He's just the best. Happy holidays, Chase. I'm going to wiggle this a little bit and see if that's a little better.
That's perfect.
Okay, so we left off where I still had a little bit of the background showing for some of the body and the top of the head. I went ahead and painted some for 2 reasons. One, I'm not a fast painter and I wanted this video to go within an hour and a half. 2, I scanned this in to my computer so I have a version I can work with digitally in case somebody wants this for a spring flag instead of a winter flag. And I can send a couple versions to my agent. And I don't know if there's a 3. I don't think there's a 3. Here, I'll give you a closer shot in case you want to see things. So I think the eye is done. I really didn't do much more to it. I think I just might have put a little dark in the corner off camera. I really haven't done anything more to the eyes, the ears. I think I'm gonna pink up the ears some more. We're definitely gonna turn the lights on and see how that looks. I've got sort of the sun coming from over here, which the reference photo has. And then I've got cooler shades over here. And if there's anything you want to know, let me know. Ask it in the comments. Leave a comment. I'm looking for my reference photo here. Yeah. Actually, we could even warm it up some more over here. But I think the next thing we're going to do is what I call turn the lights on. Because I have a little bit of white just so I could find some edges, but I really haven't used white yet. So I hope you all are having a good day. I'm really excited to finish this one. It's looking cute. Oh, and then we want to splatter some snow. That'll be fun. Sorry guys, I'm just like shuffling papers and notes. And so I have burnt umber, which I mixed with some Mars Black to get kind of a brown, more gray brown, and then I've mixed some white with it. I'm pretty sure I mixed that out of a little bit of, yellow, burnt umber combination. We made kind of a portrait pink with quinacridone, magenta, some yellow, and some white. You can see part 1. The link is in the video description for more details on that. What else does anybody need to know to get caught up?
I don't know.
I assume there's nothing in the chat yet.
We have Bonita in the chat.
Hey, Bonita. Thank you so much for coming. I had told her the wrong day in a message I sent her. I have no idea why I do that. Like I just said, the wrong. I think I said Facebook instead of YouTube.
Yeah, you said we were going to go live on Facebook.
On Facebook. I just, it makes it hard for people if I keep messing up, you know? Okay, I think I'm set here. I don't think I need to do anything. All right, so let's turn the lights on. Oh, I need some white. I use Liquitex. I'm used to them. I like that you can stand the paint on the caps. You don't have to hang it. And that way the paint stays more down in this direction. Of course, I just squeezed it in the middle. You can just stand them like that on a shelf. Okay, and I think we're going to use this little, what did I decide last time? It's like a 1/4-inch filbert. It's a really inexpensive brand, and like just 1 or 2 days of painting, the paint already pops off the handle, which I don't care for in this stage because you can feel it. Once all the paint comes off, then I don't mind it at all. It just, you kind of feel that rough. Okay, so we definitely need, I think I'm just going to do like kind of little impressionistic. Can you see that? So I'm using the side of the filbert. It almost looks like little petals. We'll kind of work our way up here. And I don't know if we need that much detail, really. Just try to be random is always the trick. But if you're not, you can just go back and fix it. So Emily, I had an interesting thing happen to me this morning.
Really?
Well, yeah, it was just kind of interesting. So I'm looking at Instagram because I'm trying to spend a little more time on it. And the Hippie Crafter video and an old bee video where you would put a color background and then this, like the thumbnail on top of it.
Yeah.
Was blocked for copy because someone was claiming it as theirs.
Weird.
I know. I've had that happen once before. And it was the same RTV, which I searched on Instagram and searched the hashtag, and I didn't really find it. But it says like RTV, and then there's a language that I don't recognize.
Is there music in it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at the actual videos because they were blocked. I couldn't load them.
Oh.
I mean, I could have looked on YouTube. So I just disputed them. But I thought that's kind of interesting because it's like, that's just weird. Why would someone bother?
Yeah. Digging through an old post.
Digging through an old post.
Well, I bet it was, it's just probably like an automatic claim. Like they just run a net, you know? Like,
like a bot runs it?
Yeah.
Because I don't think that the channel, I don't know how to say this. I mean, since it's multiple languages, I assume it's not just like us, but we're just, I don't know. I don't know what I want to say there, but I just thought that was interesting. So I disputed it. I'm like, no, that's all our stuff. And I was wondering if they were trying to use it on some channel. You know?
What, it was just a picture?
No, they blocked 2 videos. Oh, maybe one might have been.
I wonder if the music isn't approved to be used on Instagram.
Well, they are owned by Meta, which is Facebook now.
Yeah. So if I put YouTube music in there,
I kind of doubt if they're older.
or if I put a different kind of music in there, I wonder if it.
Well, it might say sometime if you were curious. It might say in my Instagram stream.
Yeah, I'll have to dig.
I really didn't get
weird.
the point of it. You know? Like,
Yeah, because it's so old.
it's older. I don't know how old the Hippie Crafter video. It's the one where I have the traceable with the poppies.
That could be a year old.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, I think the bee video is in that. Oh, maybe it wasn't a bee video. It could have been just a post because it wouldn't let me really look at it. I don't know. I just thought that was so interesting. Like, maybe it is just a bot.
Well, they might have just like they might have just kind of sent out like, or I bet there's got to be a way that, because you know, like how does a random YouTube video get filtered for like copyrighted music? It's just a bot that has a net, you know, that casts,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
I bet.
I get that. I'm not like mad, really terribly mad. I'm just like, if you're just
It's
trying
so
to
funny,
annoy me,
yeah.
it really isn't that big a deal. I just dispute it. It doesn't take that long.
Mm-hmm.
But I also kind of wondered what your thoughts were.
I wonder if it's the YouTube music in the background. That is, and maybe it's not approved to be used on Instagram, Facebook kind of thing. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Because I can't use the YouTube music on TikTok when I make your TikToks.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But see, Facebook has owned Instagram for quite a while now.
But I'm using YouTube music.
Ah, thank you. This is like crocheting and knitting.
Yes.
That could be, but such an old one. I think they could find.
Divine Art in the chat says, I really love this piece of art. Just wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm just kind of debating here about how much to turn the lights on in this area. I think maybe I'll stop and we'll work on. I think I kind of want a lighter. Is that on camera? Yes, it's on camera. A lighter creamy, not quite white over here. And then I'm kind of using my thumb to smear it out, so I could use like a matte medium or something, just to keep it a little darker than what I've got on the nose there. So when I paint fur and stuff, I basically will go up and down in value. So this is pretty loose. If you don't like it loose, like I've got some much tighter videos, I'm just, I might add some more dark and then I might add some more brush strokes over it, kind of thing. But you actually don't have to, because even when I get it only this far away in the video, it smooths it out and it looks good. So it just depends on how impressionistic or realistic you want it to be. And then, like, if you wanted to follow every little, you could. I've done that before, where I try to get a lot of these little details in there. For a live, I'm trying not to do that. Plus, I don't know if that makes it, you guys will have to let me know if it makes it easier or harder to paint more impressionistically if you're newer to painting. I think, my guess is if you're newer to painting, that it could be easier to paint literally what you see. Which is something I enjoy doing, because then you just kind of get in this sort of Zen mode. You're just painting. Just little blobs. We'll see how it dries. Up here it's actually cooler. Whoops. We could follow it, or we could keep it warmer. Actually, I think I might go cooler if we want to keep the sun more over from this direction. So the efficient way to paint would be to use this color everywhere you see it or want it. I tend to work on an area and then come back and work on another area. You do what you like. I keep thinking about, like, why bother with those two videos? It's like you know what I mean? I'm sure you're right. It's just some sort of,
Yeah, it's just some sort of
like,
casted net type thing.
but yeah, but I just think that's so funny. Like, why those two?
You just want to Nancy Drew this mystery.
Well said. I do want to Nancy Drew this mystery. The first time it happened to me, I kind of panicked. A couple months ago, did that happen?
Yeah, I feel like that one was a little more of like a goof, though. I'm wondering if, I don't know. I don't remember that much about that one, I guess.
Well, once I figured out, because I got an email from Instagram that I had been blocked. I'm like, what? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then once I figured out I could dispute it on my phone, I couldn't really dispute it on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the house creaking from
I
the
know.
wind.
It is so windy
Well,
already.
that's not even it.
I know, and this isn't half of it.
Well, and as I get, again, 80-mile-an-hour sustained wind is not good, but that's still nothing compared to what happened down south.
I know. That reminds me of
That tornado is on the ground forever. It's just horrible.
Yeah, and I think Chase was even telling me, he's like, that's it, or somebody and I were talking, and it reminds me of the book that I read in elementary school that was about, is it The Tale of Two Twisters or something? And it happened in Nebraska, or it came all the way from, or maybe it was through Kansas or something.
Gosh, I don't
And
know.
it happened in the middle of the night. You know, you have short notice. Like, I think that's the scariest part is that
Right, you can't see them
at 3
night,
you
too.
can't see them at night. I saw a video and this woman was like looking out her window at the storm and it was super windy, and then only when the lightning would go, like when lightning would flash,
Light it up.
that's when they saw it. So just
I know what spooks me is when they didn't cancel school because now poor kids don't get
they don't get
like
snow
a
days
day
or an off day
something.
anymore.
You know, they work from home.
It's online learning.
Which would be hard for some parents too. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't work for everybody, but they canceled school today.
Yeah, I bet it's kind of got people spooked a little bit.
But I also think it's because it was going to come right around school dismissal.
Yes, that too. Yeah.
You know. Now I'm picturing the Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
which isn't really funny. Because it's drying dark. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you can finish your sentence.
I was just going to say it's drying dark on me, so I might come back with a little more white in here.
Jackie is asking, could you show how to draw the animals sometime? So, like, how you do your traceable, I guess?
Yeah, or she also might mean the chicken video. So the chicken strut with the funny lime green and the violet.
Oh, do you draw the chicken in that
I draw
one?
the chicken in that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also have
find him.
a chicken, how to grid, how to draw. But yeah, I don't for speed's sake, since I'm a I was going to say commercial artist, but I sell in galleries, and sometimes they don't like that word, commercial artist. But I license my stuff, and so I use traceables all the time for speed. And I would so I crop this reference photo. If you go to the link in the video description, you'll see there's several sheep in that photo. And then I just added this in there for you guys, the simple Photoshop Holly. And then I traced it on a light table. So I literally just set it right on top of there, if that's what she means too. But yeah, there's a chicken video. I'll try to write that down so I don't forget, and we'll do another draw something.
Okay.
But it's shapes. Oh, the snowman video may or may not interest her. That just posted a couple days ago, where I show you literally me drawing horrible circles and triangles and rectangles to make cute snowmen. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, like I think the first one is the most oblong, wonky snowman, and I think it's the cutest. Sometimes just because you don't draw a perfect circle works in your favor. Okay, that may have been way too much info. I'll let you think too.
Oh no, I'm just I'm putting I found you said it was the rooster that you used the funny colors with.
Yeah, did I call it chicken strut maybe?
I'm not sure because I'm just looking at the title, and usually I don't put the titles in
so
the title.
It turned out kind of with the warm brown. It's the one behind the door, but you probably can't see it because the door's open.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, if it's the one with the funny colors, I know which one it is.
Yeah, it has a lime green on the palette. Because I challenged myself with really funny colors, and I end up mixing normal colors, and it turned out pretty, I don't know, pretty normal, I guess is the only word I can come up with. I was trying to come up with another adjective. So now I'm adding some white. I don't know if you want to see those. Layers will really help you. So there has more layers than there. I think that really helps you. Sometimes I think I don't like to critique people's art because there's so much that goes into it. And for me, it's all about painting, relaxing. This is cute. I love the pink nose. And I've seen art that licenses. I think, wow, that's not any good, I mean, it's just such a subjective thing. And I've seen things that sell that just aren't my taste. So, but anyway, I think no, Nora's going. I think layers are really helpful.
I love the
Oh,
layers.
I think beginner stopped too soon. That's where I was going. What, honey?
I love your layers. I think that's when I saw a shift in your art.
I started putting more layers in it, yeah.
Oh, Tammy says, where'd the video go? Hers is black. I'll check on my
It's
phone.
still running on my iPad.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, and it looks good. I just looked at my iPad and that warming it up really, so you get more value shift, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think sometimes beginners just, I think you can almost paint. Oh, I want to say the word sloppy, which I don't like. You know, because I'm just putting blobs of paint on here, as you want, and you can. It's the values. Your color gets the credit, which isn't totally true, and values do the work. I don't know who came up with that. It certainly wasn't me. But there's truth in that. You can paint some really funny color things, kind of like that chicken strut. But it's the values that really make it work. So I just made kind of a creamy orange. I don't know if I'm going to like that, but we're going to put some in there. Try and get like some hints of...
Well, I think, you know, I think I was saying that I saw a big shift in your art when you started just, I think it was you just messing with it more, but then that's it adding more layers, you know?
Yeah.
I think you were just mucking with it more, and then more layers just naturally happen, and then we would both go like, ooh.
Yeah, you kind of stumble onto things. And sometimes you don't even know you've stumbled onto things until you look back and go, wow, I'm not only better, but I'm seeing this better, and I don't exactly know why. It's practice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I had some imposter syndrome going on, switching from calling myself a graphic designer to calling myself an artist. That felt weird to me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of what I actually went the art licensing route before I went the gallery route. And so that's a good combo of, you know, 'cause you do both with art licensing. You use both skills.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you say it's so polite of you.
But I
stop there. Go ahead.
I do think that the fact that 'cause I think you were trying to explain to me that somebody does like, this is how hard the painting is.
Oh yeah, like Ginger Cook has so many cookies.
Okay.
Or I think her daughter says hoots.
Okay.
I think.
So I mean, and I know it's not something you ever want to hear, but in my mind, the traceable kind of makes it like any level. The complexity is just how many layers you add or how detailed do you get. Because someone had done a traceable of done a frog traceable.
Oh, yeah,
And it looked like your frog in a way. The only difference is that they didn't go like, I remember a part in the video where you kept like jumping in, and you do your little talking part, and you're like, okay, you could have totally stopped like 7 layers ago. Because you're doing all the little like dots on his chest.
Yeah.
But I think her frog still looked like a frog. It's still, you know,
cute.
all the proportions were right. It was cute. Like, I think so I like the traceable because, you know, it can turn a painting that maybe isn't a beginner painting it can be a beginner painting, you know?
Yeah.
Because like even your buffalo, it gives you like fur direction and everything. So, I mean, you could get almost pretty paint by number with it if you wanted to.
If you wanted to, you could, yeah. Yeah. That's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. No, yeah, I know. It's hard. One, it's... I mean,
Some just look spookier.
They do. Some look spookier.
Yeah.
Some of them are like standing on the golf reference. You're in front of a bunch of strangers and you're a new golfer and you got to tee off and it's, I don't know how many bazillion yards down there, and I remember being super nervous. So nervous I couldn't hit the ball off the tee, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get that. That's what's nice about YouTube is I'm not watching you. I'm not even there. Yeah, golf reference. I played sports. Well, maybe that's okay. I might come back with a little white on there. To me, this is the fun part. Well, and to me, I wasn't liking this sheep, as Emily knows, last week because, I mean, it looks, when you get back, it looks good. I've got the values are all working. But I'm like, I will like this area better than this area, just personally. Doesn't make it right or wrong. And this is the area I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the layers. I like the little hints of color coming up through. That's just personal preference. You guys will figure out what you like.
Oh, let's see here.
Hopefully that wasn't too soapboxy. I got soapboxy again.
I believe Bonita and Tammy loved the how to draw the snowman video.
That video is doing quite well.
Yeah. Bonita says she was impressed how well hers came out, as she's not a very good drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's.
I was hoping I did a decent job. I had to think, draw, talk.
Yeah. You did.
Not exactly my. Sorry, honey. You remember what you were gonna say?
No, just that. I couldn't really ever. I don't know if we were talking about it a little bit last live, like people that just immediately start painting, or you find painting on YouTube and then so you start painting. I could never imagine. Like that's a feat.
It's a big jump because if you start out as a drawer, which I did as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to transition into a painter.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do it. People do it the other way.
I know, but I think like if you are able to paint and it turns out even like somewhat looking like how it's supposed to look or anything like that, that's, geez, I could never imagine going the other way and never knowing how to draw and then trying to start painting. That's that sounds like such a hard feat.
Yeah, people do excellent with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's also why I don't like to critique, because I'm like, wow, I mean, look at what they're doing, and they're not, they don't draw.
Yeah.
Which is not true, because if you paint, you are drawing a little bit. I mean, you are drawing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just drawing little blobs right now. Okay, I think I'm going to stop and leave that corner darker. I'm going to grab some white. That was just kind of an off beigey color. Let's grab a little. Okay, I'm going to stop here in a minute, and I've got quite a few people I want to thank.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I don't have words for how amazing it is. The support and the friendship. It is, I'm so glad we're doing this, Emily, because the news is so depressing and upsetting, and I'm like, wow, there's just so many nice people out there.
Yeah. Well, and what I thought was, I think the second I heard that, like, a tornado went through Kentucky, I was like, oh, Mom, I literally texted you and I was like, have you heard from Bonita?
I know.
But, like, other than Bonita, I know no one else in Kentucky. So, I mean, it was kind of weird how, like,
oh, I know.
You have attachment to now somewhere else.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. Or nice, not cute. I was worried too. Okay, I don't like all the yellow I have here. I don't know that changed anything. Okay, I want to put a little white in the ear, and then I'm going to stop and thank people here. But I don't want to forget why I'm over in this area.
Oh, yeah, that helps.
Well, and I could break out the phthalo. Oh, the background is phthalo blue, green shade, and neutral gray 5. And white. I would say more gray than blue. You can see that. Actually, we painted this background in the church video, which I don't think I linked in this video description.
Do you want me to throw it in there?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I always forget something. And I also think I want to put a little pink in this ear.
Let's see, probably.
I really like smearing with my finger.
Someone's going to be able to take your fingerprint from your paintings.
Maybe. I got some white there. I don't know if that was, I don't think that's supposed to be there. I'm going to, I don't want to forget that. I think it was on my finger or something. Okay, we'll add some pink to that ear here after that dries.
It was from the first church, correct?
The only church.
The only one? Oh
With
yeah,
the
only one
berry.
because
We just did it a little
bit
bit
Rachel
ago.
Ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a Rachel Ray.
I was,
Pull the done cookies out of the oven.
yeah, that's exactly what I thought of when you're like, oh, I already painted a background. I'll just use it on something else. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're pulling a Rachel Ray out here.
Well, that way, it depends on where you live, but sometimes it's humid here, and then the traceable actually gets stuck into the paint. Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to thank, oh my gosh, I want to thank Dale H. I'm just going to miss these because we've got fans going. BJF, Sharon L. They sent money to support the Traceables, my art, the YouTube channel. Sometimes I don't know exactly if they don't say, like, thanks for the Traceable. But I really appreciate the financial support. It means the world to us. I wanted to shout out Sophie C. I don't know if she'll even see this video, but she commissioned a pet portrait. Sophie, you're the best. And then I wanted to shout out Thurman, Iowa, which is in the United States. They purchased, other people purchased things, but this person purchased a couple of daisy prints. Really appreciate that. There's been other purchases through Fine Art America, which is my ann-tro.pixels.com website. They're the same company. You guys, it means so much to me. Somebody just bought a puzzle yesterday. I can't thank you guys enough. And then Bonita G, I know you're here today. So I got Happy Mail. I'm going to cover this up. It's Happy Mail. Thank you so much for sending this. So Bonita sewed these really cute notebooks. I don't know what this material is. It really is a happy hooker, and that just made me roar. With her crochet hook on there, and I keep saying knitting, you guys.
Oh wait, what's it look like on your end, on your phone? I'm lagging here.
Oh, it is lagging. Can they hear me?
I don't know.
No. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it popped back in. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, anyway, so hopefully you can because I'm moving now. And then there's this cute notepad in here, which I will definitely use. Look at that. Look at the detail. I can't imagine how hard that is to stitch. And then,
I know.
And then all the thread it takes to do that. That's so cool. And then so mine has Freckles, of course, doing what she does best. I love the heart, but I also love the backside. So Bonita, thank you so much. That totally made my day, and it arrived on my birthday.
Yeah, we literally opened it with your birthday present.
I was just like, I'm like doing the thing where I grab. Oh, I just hit my microphone. Where I grab my chest and go, oh.
The freckles with the X for the little booty hole cracked me up.
Oh,
I thought that was hilarious.
It just cracked me up. And then she sent a really nice holiday card. So thank you, Bonita. That was really fun to get. And one last thing, and this is kind of a long commercial. A giveaway is happening this Friday, December 17th, 2021. They only happen on my Facebook page so I can see everybody. That way I don't lose anybody. And it runs through Sunday, November 19th, 2021. At the random.org picks the winner Monday morning. I'm all excited. I can't talk.
I know.
So I just want to give you guys a heads up. Friday the 17th, it posts pretty early. Do you have it scheduled in, and do you know what time?
Yeah. On Facebook, I have it going up on at 7 a.m. and then
Central Time.
Yeah, Central Time. But just so it hits more when our YouTube says that people are on, I have it posting here at 9 to direct people to Facebook.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So
thank you. Okay, that was we got lots of support. Do you have words, Em?
I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I got a gift on your birthday.
Well, and then the people sending in money to support the Traceables, and buying through my online print gallery and store. I never know what to call that. Because it has prints, but it has journals and...
I know, I think that's
greeting cards and...
Since Gramps has gotten a couple prints, we've gotten... I don't know if do you have a print from there? No. Yeah, it was nice to see them, and they're super nice, but they're super nice, but I also think it's it's kind of funny that you also have them in a merch store, so you could get, a piece of art for your wall and then get a shirt to match your wall.
Yeah. I have some shirts I don't have one on today, but I just ordered a couple more with my t-shirts with my paintings on them. I was figuring I would wear them to the gallery when I work.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was fun.
Thank you. I thank you. I can't. It all helps. I think I said last time that we actually had our first profitable month since the pandemic. Or I guess when I say our, Emily, we haven't like merged our businesses yet, so I never know how to word that. But she definitely does a lot of heavy lifting for me. And that was just so exciting. Okay, so I put another layer of white on there because you can see it dries darker, but that's okay. Use that to my advantage. I got excited and I started stuttering. Like, oh. Well, it's so fun for me to share my art life with you guys. You know, this channel isn't just a Traceables, you know, learn to paint channel. Sometimes it'll be, I think next week will be what's on my easel, or else it'll be another artist at the gallery downtown gave me an idea. I might paint some bees like I did the ornaments videos. These are the little 4x4 canvases from Michael's. So I can have a couple of less expensive items there that people might, you know, want for gifts or a little souvenir. Because we get people from out of town because it's downtown. So that might be next week's video. Or live. I'm like forever using the wrong terms. Do you know what? I kind of want a little... This isn't in the reference photo. But I don't know. I might... I've got an edge there, which will help. Mm-hmm. I'll just see what it looks like.
Yeah, that brings it forward a little more from the...
That's what, oh, thanks, honey. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I want to... Okay, so we want white here. And maybe some here. And we're going to need some more white here. I kind of want things to pop over here, maybe. I know I used a cream, but I think I might pump up the volume. That's an old song or something. I can hear it in my head.
Pump Up the Jam?
Maybe
Is that the song you're thinking?
Maybe it is. Not, well, I don't want to sing it. I'll let you know after the live. I don't know if even singing is going to help because it's kind of rappy. Let's put a little more right here. When I was going to pink up that ear. Oh, see, I like the drama. I kind of leaned back in my stool here. I need to watch the time, too. I'm going to grab, I'm going to grab a little quinacridone and a little bit of my... You know, I don't think Liquitex is calling it portrait pink anymore. I think they're calling it light pink.
That would kind of make more sense than portrait pink.
To me, portrait pink made more sense because it's a really warm pink for painting portrait.
Oh, for like skin tone bases?
Yeah, it kind of saves you.
Oh, so I didn't even think about that. I'm just thinking it's a weird name for a pink.
Yeah, I don't do portraits, but... Oh, I don't like that. I might pull out a little matte medium. Oh, it's got paint on it. You can use glass medium too. I like the matte because I don't like the gloss shine. I want it all to be the same type of look while I'm painting it. Because the glass distracts me. I don't have much room on my palette. I'll stick it over here by the yellow. I'm pretty sure it dries clear even though it looks like thick, milky. So I just grab a little. Oh, I think I like that a little better. You know, I'm exaggerating. The nose is exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. Of course, that's a printout. How it would look on my iPad would probably have more color to it. Oh, speaking of exaggerating, I added a couple little lights on the eyelashes just to... That's what's fun about art. Oh, did I have that too quick?
No.
Is exaggerating. You can exaggerate the colors or the values or... You know, you make it yours. But this is kind of what I do to my cow noses.
I like the pinker ears. I
do too. Especially that bluish.
Yeah. It makes it... Well, but it kind of ties in with the nose a little more, and it makes it pop a little. It separates it from the, at least on video, it separates it from the rest of the body.
Yeah.
A little better.
Well, and this one doesn't have much of an eye to grab your attention, although it does have that dark. All right, I'm going to look at this on my iPad. We might stop and put in the berry leaves because I've really got some decent drama going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put a lot. Well, this guy has some pink right here. I changed it. You know, and I could keep messing with things and messing with things. We could take here, speaking of messing, we could take a little of the portrait pink. You could add water if you don't have any kind of medium. The medium to me is a little safer. So you're just adding acrylic medium to acrylic paint. So I think that's what they put the paint into. I'm not totally sure. Water, eventually they say you can break it down and it won't stick. I've never had that problem because I do some pretty...
Oh yeah, I like that.
I do some pretty light, like, oh, we got to splatter too. I got to keep moving. I do some pretty thin layers like when I splatter.
It is already 12:41.
I know. That's why I'm like, let's keep moving. That's one reason. Well, mostly I need to get this to my agent. You know, between the weather, I was glad I skipped ahead a bit. And then I want to get this. There's a deadline in 2 days, but I have pretty much all the other holiday art ready to send her. So get this scanned in and set it up a couple different ways and send it to her. I hate sending it to her the last minute.
Moment to notice that you were wearing a t-shirt in December.
I know.
It is almost 70 degrees outside right now in December.
Oh, Emily, I don't know if you remember, but I want to put like some cooler grays if I have time up on the top of the head.
Cooler grades? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to break out another palette because I was painting some more cardinal ornaments. And it's the colors we need. So that's how I store palettes for now because I can stack them in my little studio and keep them. If you use a Stay Wet palette, I bet you that's lovely. But then I can only have really one palette going. So, oh, look at how intense those colors are. And I'm going to put out, that's raw or burnt sienna. I'm going to put out some burnt umber. I don't know if I'm going to need it. So I have quinacridone magenta. This is burnt umber. And then that quinacridone magenta makes gorgeous oranges, reds. That's a little kind of peachy with some white. That's barely any yellow. Oh, this was cad yellow medium. I don't know if we'll need any, but we'll stick a little out. I just love it. I think it makes a better red, but it's also going to be more, I think it's more transparent red than when you buy it in the tube. Oh, that's cad red light, but Hooker's Green Deep Hue, which I accidentally bought by mistake because I was trying to buy Hooker's Green, and then I mixed, some of the yellows and white to get these greens. More yellow than white when I lighten them up to keep them a little warmer. If you want mintier, don't put any yellow in it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a number 1 Simply Simmons little round brush, and I'm going to draw, maybe I'll do it with this color after I got the burnt umber out. And let's just get a stem in. Okay. So we kind of want it to come out of the mouth here. And then I want it to curve up, point kind of towards the ear. I like to do that. You notice I do this little trick in a lot of my paintings. I've done it in several cows. So you kind of go ear, ear, nose. I kind of try to keep you moving around this part of the painting. You would anyway, because it's a sheep portrait. I quite often will have a dark corner or two. Sometimes I'll have all my corners to change it up. All those things help keep you in the painting. If I'm repeating that too much, let me know. I never know who's watching.
Mm-hmm. Or how much they want to know.
Yeah.
Everything. Tammy mentioned a bit ago that the pump it up is stuck in her head now.
Okay, maybe can you post a link to maybe she can post a link to the song, or
I don't
maybe
think
not?
the chat can, or
Oh.
it's only if you're a mod. You can post a link, I think.
I'm sorry about that.
And then Bonita says, it looks like you could reach out and bury your fingers in that thick wool.
Does it? Especially here, I think.
Yeah. It reminds me of like the, those like Sherpa blankets.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I love digging my fingers.
Or like I've got a couple of Sherpa hoodies that are so thick they make my coat too tight.
Yeah. Conversation we had. You're like, I don't like.
I thought I'd gained too much weight.
Yeah, I don't think you made a comment. You're like, I don't think I've gained that weight, and then all of a sudden you put on a different hoodie and then put your coat on. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, but since the pandemic, the fridge and I have become much more friendly. You know,
It's hard.
it is hard. I'm not at my chubbiest, but I'm close. Which I think is okay to say. It just is what it is. But I've also said it because, you know, everybody has stuff. I don't want to get too deep here. It's supposed to be a happy channel. I decided to make that darker for some reason. I don't know why. I really just need to let it dry so we can put some
Berries.
Well, I think I'll put
The greenery first.
the greenery first and have the berries sit on top. We could have them buried in there, but I think that would be easier.
Buried in there.
Oh, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
We can have it buried in there. Okay, so let's start with a darker green. So what's been on my mind and I've been mentioning to Emily is I need to make some caramels for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep debating about making peanut brittle. I have a good microwave recipe now. My mom used to make it in a skillet. I'm like, oh, I cannot hold those big heavy things. That turned out kind of brown. Let's add some.
Yeah, I can't believe little Graham used to make it in the skillet. And then was she still making it in the skillet when she had like arthritis really bad in her hands too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got the microwave recipe from a bunko lady. Bunko friend. Because it's that recipe modified. I mean, I'm sure there's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, to get peanut brittle, you got to add soda in last to get it to puff.
I love peanut brittle, so I won't be mad if you make it.
Oh, okay. I haven't really decided because I got to figure out when.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why I was trying to get a jump on getting stuff.
Caramels and the candied pecans, or whatever those are.
Oh, I'll make those. Those are easy. I mean, you just put sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and whatever else I put on them.
Ugh, those are dangerous.
Actually, you toss them in egg white.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh gosh, the house smells so good.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, what about packing peanuts?
It's fast too, but I think I like peanut brittle better. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know if anybody makes packing peanuts.
Yeah, I don't even know where I got that from.
When you worked at the daycare.
Oh yeah. It's just like what we call it. Had no name, I don't think.
No, it is packing peanuts.
Me too. It's the that like Chester Cheeto puff, but it's like the butter flavor puff.
Mm-hmm.
And then is it 2 bags to 1 brick of almond bark? Is that the recipe? I think so.
I think so, or else it's a half a brick. Sure. If you don't have enough, you can just melt more.
And then we just stick it in a big mixing bowl, melt the white almond bark, white chocolate almond bark or whatever in a separate bowl, and then you pour it over and mix it. And it's kind of like, it's a sweet, salty. Oh, it's so good.
It looks so weird, and it just...
Pinterest?
Maybe.
Or something, but I don't even know what to call it.
Sounds bad, and it's really good.
I wonder if I can find it on like Pellet.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I guess I'd say Chester Cheetos.
Yeah, I'll look up by name or something.
Because I made up the packing peanuts, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. But they do. They look like the packing peanuts you get in shipments.
It does. You know, you could. I don't know if it'd be good, but you could put like red, green holiday sprinkles on it.
I think I've seen it with sprinkles on it before.
We just go, straight up for the. Or weren't some of your coworkers calling it crack?
Yes. Yeah, my coworkers loved it so much that they were like, "Oh my god!" And I think we just did like a little cute takeout boxes of like some caramel, some, candied pecans and the packing peanuts, and the packing peanuts were like it, to the point that I like made another batch or two, and then just like left it in the back for everyone to take for dessert or after lunch or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Chester Cheeto.
Poor Emily has to do like. So I'm just kind of varying my greens a little bit just to do that because it'll help me in the long run. 4 things at once. And I'm just putting on, what do you call those little, needles. I thought of the word.
We're a little laggy today.
I know.
We just keep like at least on our end.
I wonder if it's, I wonder. I mean,
we keep lagging for just like a minute.
My power is buried out here, but we eventually hit like a substation. I wonder if it's all in the wind.
Yeah. Or people being home.
You know what? All the kids are home.
All the kids are home in the neighborhood.
I bet it's all the kids are home. We're going to have trouble in the summer. Well, they won't be doing school.
Yeah.
We
already did in the summer, didn't we?
Yeah.
We lived through a summer.
I just realized that was not going to happen. Does anybody, what do people, when Emily's not busy thinking, I'm curious to what they make for the holidays.
Oh, like the treat.
The treats, because we did the whole like Thanksgiving dinner not too long ago.
Oh, Tammy, or I missed it, but Tammy already said, I make microwave peanut brittle year round. So easy and fast. Great with pecans, too.
Huh. I should do that. I never think about it year round. And that would be so, like, stressful, because you get out of practice.
Yeah, Bonita says she keeps getting freeze frames. Yeah, I do, too.
Oh, sorry, guys.
It'll freeze for, like, a second, and then by the time I'm like, oh, I should say something, it's back to
So
normal.
It's kind of like...
It's like skipping.
Like bad voiceover and bad jerky painting and...
But Tammy says to post, I think, in the not the peanut butter recipe, the packing peanuts on Facebook.
Oh, I'll just try to remember. Maybe I can just take a photo of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
post the picture.
If the handwriting isn't too bad on the. So I went lighter than I wanted to, too fast. It's scaring me. Which I think is funny, but I don't like it. So we're gonna sneak up on the lights a little bit. I'm trying to, maybe we actually, after I did that, let's grab a little of that light. We want one. We're going to catch some sunlight here. Oops, I don't want it everywhere. If it's everywhere, it's nowhere. That thought runs through my head quite a bit when I'm painting. And I'm trying to keep them a little bit more random. I notice my talk I have more trouble with. So yeah, if it's everywhere, it's nowhere. So I think I'm doing this so I remember this is my light. Catching that sun maybe. And maybe a little sun there. I don't think we'll have sun on that one. All right. I'm going to let that dry just a smidge. Fan it. Excuse me.
Okay, after many variations of Googling, I think I have found what it's kind of just called on the internet.
And does it have a name? Or?
What people tend to call it is white chocolate puff corn. There is somebody that calls it white chocolate puff corn crack.
Yeah, people kind of think alike sometimes.
But I'm going to see if any of these recipes are just like ours.
I'm going to put a little berry there. And I'm going to have a little berry there. Freckles.
Mm-hmm.
She
I heard her chirp.
I forgot she was in here with us. She gave Emily lots of hugs early on. I think she's figuring out she might as well sleep through the live. It's just in her best interest. But I don't know if she was dreaming because she chirped. I just looked back at her and she is the president shifting. Freckles is my cat. I used to post it and CEO of AnnieTroe.com. She's the boss. All right. Where else do we want to bury maybe?
Oh, this person adds coconut oil. And they do it in a saucepan.
Oh, that's just hard.
Yeah, we do it in a microwave.
Well, big bowl, just melt the white chocolate, pour it over, and stir the puffs the best you can. Kind of fold it in.
Oh,
Let me paint this over, but I'm gonna go ahead, honey.
Suzanne just popped in the chat. She says, "Hi, Annie and Emily. I'm glad I didn't miss the whole live. Just got back from the hospital again. Still fighting with my asthma. I love your painting."
Suzanne, I told you to stop that. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're home. That, I wish they could just wave a magic wand and make stuff like that go away for people. It's no fair. I'm just kind of looking for a grayish color here. I could put black out. So I may end up painting over where these berries are going, but that's okay. I have one down here. I don't know that I like it. Let me put one there. And my reference photo doesn't have this, but I'm thinking you can draw a swooping line and V's. That way, if you just want to paint the sheep and then put a daisy in its mouth for spring, you can do it. Use that traceable. And then I haven't covered up the structure of the chin area and the angle.
Okay, I have found a recipe that is just like ours.
Thanks, Sam.
It has the pour puff corn into large mixing bowl. Even tells you to spread out some wax paper so it can dry.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sometimes you think, oh, I'll make this, and you forget to think, where's this going to go?
This one says that they add sprinkles too, but that's optional. We don't do the sprinkles. They do look pretty though, but I don't know if I'd like the extra sprinkle.
You don't need it. You don't need the extra sugar. I like the buttery with the creamy. It's like the popcorn buttery flavor with the white chocolate. It's like amazingly good. Of course, watch somebody make it, eat it, or whatever, and go, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, I know.
Just because your work ladies call it crack. Catching the light up there. Don't want to forget that. I'll put a little more white, another layer. So even though titanium white might be one of the most opaque colors in acrylic painting, it still can use a couple coats, which I like, because then you can sneak up on your values a little bit more easily. I think that was an interesting. I don't know if that's correct grammar or not. So we're gonna have a moderator down the line that's like a grammar police for me. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, especially because English isn't my strongest suit either.
It really kind of is our second language in some ways.
Okay.
All right, do we have some pump up there? I'm also giving this a second to dry. I feel like I want a little bit. I lightened this up earlier off camera. Kind of want a little light catch in there. Even though there really isn't in my reference photo, I kind of want some. Here, you know what we might need? That little piece of white.
Oh, yeah.
That's the trick.
Mm-hmm.
It might be too dark here when I'm looking at it. But that's just me getting kind of picky.
Oh, I like that up close.
Oh, dear, good.
Mm-hmm. It is 1 p.m. on the nose, just so you know.
I just looked at my watch. You must have felt me looking at my watch. Good. Well, we'll paint this in and I can maybe work more on the sheep. But really, I mean, it's kind of like that frog, as you mentioned before. This could be close to done. I'm going to take... This is what's fun to me, too, is like playing... I'll have some puddles going, and then I'll just play with colors and values and warm and cool. It's not like a steadfast rule, but it can help you cool colors. But you can have sunlight too. I mean, I can't think of an example, but Just as a rule of thumb, if it helps you, you can just think that way. And that's clearly how I've done this one. These are cooler. Well, here, I suppose I could show you what I mean here. Clean off my brush. It's a really intense orange. Sometimes it's fun to have really... I like to do the combination of out of the tube and mixed and muted. You'll see me do that quite a bit. I don't know if that's going to be too orange, so I'm kind of a little nervous about it. So I'm wiping it out. We'll see how it looks when it dries. So I can kind of warm transition as we come around here. Even though it's in the shadow. So there, I just showed you how you can have warm. Well, and you could call some of these browns warm. It's all relative to what's around it. Do you like that, or is that weird?
I like it.
You like that?
I like it.
You could, you could say no.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we could add some of that.
I hate it.
Oh, do you?
No, I don't. I like it. It carries since you have some yellow-ish tones on the lighter side of him, it kind of brings it over.
It does. Kind of unifies it. Can make it a little more interesting too. Of course, then it's like, okay, stop, don't do too much. Stopping is hard.
Oh, also cooler gray tones on top of his head. Did you already do that?
No, but
Okay.
I'm going to do that after I get the berries done.
Oh, okay, okay.
But thank you.
I wrote the sticky note so I'd see it before, if like you try to leave and then we haven't done it yet.
Well, I might leave anyway, although it doesn't look bad out yet.
No, we're losing our sun, but it's not spooky yet.
I did not like this painting after part 1, just to let you guys know. It always starts to become more fun in part 2. Start turning the lights on, start maybe turning up the color or turning down the color. You know, start that playing. That's fun for me. Okay, I was going to put... Let's go back to here. Change my mind. Let's put some yellow... One more. Now let's just stop. Do I need some darks in here maybe? Will that help? Ooh, that's dark. That, do I have it up here? I don't think I do. Hooker's green, I do. Deep hue. I mean, if you don't want to use black, that's really close. I'm pretty sure they took Hooker's green and probably mixed a little blue and black or something in it. Whoops, I don't know if that's off camera. I wonder if I made microwave peanut brittle, like in the spring, if anybody would eat. You would eat it, huh, Em?
Mm-hmm.
I never think about that.
I'd eat that.
That's one thing that's awesome about the lives is I get good ideas. So all I'm doing is thinking values in green shades. And try not, if I completely cover up my brown, which I'm threatening to do, I can put some back in. Do you like threatening to do? I'm not really happy with it yet. That might be just too solid or something or too. I don't know, something's bugging me. Let's take a medium green. I probably just need to get back from it. trick you can do? Let's see. Just put the lighter area on the tips. Don't do the whole stroke. That sometimes can be the problem. I think I want a mintier green. Let's grab a little white. Keep it cooler.
Tammy says she's wrapping tons of Christmas presents as she watches.
Oh, yay. I got my wrapping done.
I know, me too. I just have to... I mean, I don't technically have it done because I know that Chase will ask me to wrap for
his family.
His family.
Yeah. All right. I think I've got too much. I only have the yellow here. So I'm going to pull a little yellow over here. I'm thinking, you know, the face is going to block some of the sun. Is that a little better? I wonder if it would look better if I just put the berries on it and then it won't look so weird. You know, we don't, like, I don't have as much wrapping. I have 2 adult kids, no grandkids.
Yeah.
It would be really fun to have grandkids, but it's also sort of easier. I mean, you know, get a couple things to open and give them money. I think you like the money. It comes in handy. Or am I wrong?
About,
that you like money?
Yeah, I like the... Yeah, because I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't really...
Well, sometimes
want
you don't
anything, I guess.
Well, the older you get, the more you just buy what you want when you want it.
Yeah, and you know, I think like what I ask for things like, oh, a new pair of leggings, you know, like practical things. I think Jack and I both are like ask for pretty practical things, and then the few things I do want, since Chase is like, I need to get you like a present.
Well, he wants to.
I give him most of like the present ideas.
Yeah.
It's a little probably more normal from family than
Yeah.
he would rather do a present.
I think I need to step back from this. Oh, here, I'm going to switch glasses. I still have my party glasses on. I love those glasses. I've been looking for another frame again, Emily. Fun, colorful, in a size small. Is that better or not? All right, let's put the berries in because I just can't seem to... Oh, here, I'll look at I forget I can look at my iPad. Oh, yeah, it's kind of monotone, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
It's better in person.
Maybe if you hold it a little closer, we might
like it better.
Well, just give a closer shot, because sometimes when you since it smooths or whatever.
Oh, sure, I'll do that. But I think I need to define it more or something. Let's try. I'm trying to decide what to do here.
Yeah, you see it a lot more there.
Let's pump up the contrast. It's going to dry darker.
Tammy just got the pump it up out of her noodle. It's officially back again.
Oh, I did say pump up the contrast. I am so sorry. Turn the volume down. Oh, today is Gramps' birthday. I wished him happy birthday earlier. If you're listening, Dad, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gramps. Yeah, you guys are close in birthdays.
Yeah, we are.
Birthday buds.
Grant wasn't too far ahead of us. I don't know if he's watching or not.
Tammy says, I love giving, receiving gift cards, but hubby is old school and there has to be actual gifts. Grandkids would love cash. Yeah, I loved...
Well, I do like opening a few presents, too.
Yeah, I liked opening presents, but I always looked forward that I'd always get cash from one aunt and uncle. I liked that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I could always expect some cash, you know?
Oh, yeah. You can go buy something later.
Oh, Suzanne says, happy birthday, Gramps.
Aw. Yeah, he hasn't signed up for YouTube, so he can, listen and stuff, but I don't know. He can't comment. Just no pressure. don't know if that's any better. I really wouldn't have one there. Maybe I just need more a couple of mid-tones. Grab this one. I lost some of my branch now trying to... That's okay.
Yeah, it's just a very full little sprig he got.
I tend to do that. Here, I think I need this. Let's grab a...
I kind of like it full, because I don't know if in the...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
In your little doodle, it wasn't full at all, really.
No,
and I know that's just because it's an idea, but I like it full better.
Oh, me too. Should we just give it like a little directional?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. It wouldn't be that light, but sometimes you defy reality to make it work. I wonder if it's blending in with the chin some. It's bugging me.
Oh,
there's
a
a
little
dark
bit.
area.
I think that the little dark area behind that branch helps it stay a little separate still.
Not sure I follow you there.
I see where you're thinking that you think it's kind of joining with the chin or whatever. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking that this dark area is making it harder to...
Oh,
here, you know what we could do? Grab a little burnt umber. I gotta watch my time here. Make it a little thicker. It's a little wimpy.
1:12 is the time.
And then grab some of this. It's actually kind of a pinky brown. So one thing about limiting your palette, and all that means to me in this case, is, there we go, that's helping, is, I mean, this was another palette I was using for ornaments, but it's still the burnt umber. The greens are just because of the greenery. It can help unify your painting. Which might have been the greatest time to talk about that because I'm using a different palette. But don't use every... I don't know, sometimes an artist will put out every color, and you can do it. I mean, you can make that work. Would this help if I... Sorry about my art table wiggling there. I think we'll put the berries on. I might be closer than I think. I think I'm just on top of it. Stepping back from your work is super helpful. Take a photo of it. In my case, look at my iPad. Oh yeah, it's catching light and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really full. I mean, I could clean it up.
I like it full.
I do too. Well, I do too.
He got a good munchin piece.
Let's put in some of the berries. I think that might help.
Do you think I was kind of trying to give us, since you're worried about time, I was going to try and give us an ease on how much time we have, but I don't think the radar will tell us when it'll get windy, will it?
The morning news said it was just going to get windier all day with the front coming through at 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then,
oh yeah, it'll come through around 4. At least we get like a nice red strip of spooky.
It's supposed to be like is it still looking like a really skinny line that's going to whip through?
Yeah, we'll get maybe like a little, it looks like the rain's all kind of killing or dying out before it gets to us. But it looks like a skinny strip, and then it'll get a little fatter as it goes into Iowa.
Well, the nice thing is it's uploading now, so if we end at a decent time, it should.
Yeah, or if it all of a sudden just the storm happens, and then the thing I was worried about was because not too long ago we had like 2 storms that were super windy.
Well, all the broken branches right outside, so you can see out the window.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, there's a little squirrel just sitting on the...
I know. He's got a new nest. He's smarter, though. He moved over to the other side of the split trunk, which would be more protected.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he just crawled in his nest.
Yeah, he was always on the side where the wind just must whip him around.
Oh.
Do you remember what you're saying now about storms?
Oh, just that every time we got like the super high wind storms, we lost power for closer to Midtown Omaha didn't have power for like 3 days because they're not buried.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
Well, and we can lose power too if it just,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Chase and I lost power overnight, and then I don't know. We had left the apartment and we went somewhere, and then we came back late and the storm was happening, and then all of a sudden, or we came home to no power. But I didn't, since we were gone for quite a while, I didn't think about like, oh, I left lights on. So then all of a sudden at like 6 a.m., like all the lights, everything just turns on. Because I'm also horrible about leaving lights on because I don't like the dark, whereas Chase could literally just exist in the dark. But like all these lights just pop on, so I have to get out of bed and turn all these lights off. So I don't want that to happen again. This time I'll remember to go around, and just because the power's out doesn't mean the light switch isn't off.
I was glad I didn't know you were driving through that. I don't think you've told that story.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were home.
Yeah, we weren't. We thought we were beating the storm
I
because
think you drove right through it.
The super strong gust of wind came through, and we're like, okay, let's leave. And then
that was the gust front, probably.
Yeah, we left, but it had already been more west Omaha area, is where it already was, and it was kind of like it was coming towards where we were. So we, I think the power even flickered, so we're like, we'll leave. We're gonna go home, and we get to like 2 major streets, so probably 24 blocks down, and it's like just pouring rain, and then like as I'm driving, I'm just seeing like the neighborhoods like next to us like just lose power, and the only way I'm like really seeing is it was lightning like crazy. I've never seen it lightning so much.
That's spooky.
But it was really like lighting the way home.
Oh, that's true. It can help you.
It helped a lot because it was pouring so hard that like it's kind of like when you drive at night and it's like snowing really bad and you get that like snow tunnel where it's with just your headlights, it's all you see really is like a little bit in front of you. So
you're scaring your mother.
Sorry. It was fine though. The only thing that was annoying is like
I know you're here.
Our apartment front door is a little like wonky because you have to have a key access. So I was like, great, we're gonna be like drenched by the time I actually get the key to work in the door.
Oh, you do so much jiggling to get it work.
Yeah, so
you know it makes it hard for someone to break. Well, I suppose they could just break in by smashing the door, but
yeah, since it's
if you're trying to sneak in, you really can't.
If you're trying to, if our keys can barely let us in, then I don't think a lockpick will do you any good.
Yeah.
Oh, Tammy says Joy is so cute.
Joy is cute.
Joy is so cute. I love that you added more pink in the ears. It's
Yep.
so sweet.
It's just like the cow paintings. They're not lives, but so this is a different palette than the one I used for Joy, but I'm just kind of making a greenish, grayish brown, and I really shouldn't be mixing with my brush. And then I'm trying to get it light, but not too light. It's a little bit like adding how much salt. If it's too white, it's all right. I can darken it. That's just what I'm thinking.
It's looking like that storm will come more like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
Just, yeah. We might get some rain before.
So we should just end the live now so we can go shopping.
No. No, you can finish.
Oh, you knew I was just being snarky.
And I can go home too. I can work, and I got
sarcasm,
laundry, and
you know, isn't it fun to be an adult?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been an adult for quite a while, but I think it stinks when you first are like, oh, I gotta do laundry. I gotta, you know.
What really stunk was me dragging it all the way home every week.
Right.
For years.
From college.
College, and then my first apartment, the laundry, there was only like 2 washers for an entire building in the basement, and I was like, I don't want to deal with that, so I would lug it all the way home then, too.
Well, it was gross.
It wasn't.
Well, gross is a little dramatic. It wasn't
well kept either, though.
No.
I'd see many of people that were kind of younger dragging their laundry out, and maybe they took it to a laundromat, or maybe they know someone else in town kind of thing, so they do their laundry there. But I think a lot of people did what I did.
Yeah, I forgot about that laundry room.
I did that.
Did your roommate use it?
I did that in both apartments.
Yeah, it wasn't great in either one of them.
I don't know. I assume my first roommate did, just because I don't remember if she had family that lived in town. I feel like her family didn't live in town, so I think she did it there.
I think her mom.
I thought her mom didn't live in town. I don't know.
I don't remember. I just remember seeing her when you guys were signing the lease.
Mm-hmm. And then I definitely took it home when I lived with Jack. So
I didn't mind doing it because I just threw it in with everything else. Well, actually, I minded yours a bit because you had things that you wanted hung.
yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm like, throw a t-shirt in and I fold it where it's warm and we're good.
Yeah, that's why I am. Like, I don't think I could ever, even if Chase was like, I want to trade jobs. Let's, I want to do the laundry. I'm like, oof, that learning curve.
Well, and I would mess up or ruin a thing of yours every once in a while.
Yeah.
I was, laundry at your own risk if you brought it home, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't that get too light over here? I think we need a little help right here. Oh, I was waiting for my berries to dry. Let's go back to... They're probably dry enough. Yeah, once I turn on the lights, as I think there's other artists that call that. I keep losing this. I wonder if I should just put some white and then just smudge it. I really like it when you start getting more of the value range going.
Oh, uh-oh.
What?
I got a weather app alert. Oh, it says brief rain shower will begin at 1:16 p.m. And then it says tornado watch until Wednesday, December 15th at 8 p.m.
Well, yeah, I don't want to lose power. I forgot about the kids being home from school.
I know.
And I bet you that's why we were lagging.
Mm-hmm.
Whole neighborhood's online.
Yeah. Parents probably working from, even if kids aren't online, parents are probably working from home because kids are home.
Yep. Good thing we do it at noon our time. That might help.
Yeah. Maybe it's lunch break.
Well, not anymore, maybe. 6 minutes.
Oh, to 1:30.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got 7. 6, 7.
Gosh, I don't think I painted this that slow. I don't know how. I've been watching other YouTube artists to try and figure out how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So I'm starting to turn the lights on in the berries.
What I like.
Is it helping?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the closer shot helps a lot.
Okay. And then I think I'm going to grab, oh, shoot. I wasn't going to say a bad word. I was just thinking. Maybe we just want some white. I don't know. I kind of want to go one more level. I want to punch it up, kick it up a notch. Is that Emerald Lagasse?
I don't know.
I think that was him.
I thought he was the BAM guy.
He is.
Oh, okay.
The ladies in the chat might know, or the guys in the chat.
Like you'd throw a seasoning in and say BAM. That's him, right?
Yeah. Maybe he's not kick it up a notch. I thought he was.
That's also a song, apparently. I'm trying to Google the kicking up a notch chef term. Oh, it is. You're right.
Is it him?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we get him to sponsor a video. We'll just start using all his terms. Bam! What else does he say? Can we work it in?
Is he still, like... I mean, obviously he's still, around. But, like, I haven't seen anything about him in a while.
I don't know. I mean, I assume he's still... what's the one that Chase likes?
Oh, Chase loves...
I can picture I can see him.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no.
He, like, yells.
Yes.
Wolfgang Puck?
No.
I can picture him. He's got, like, the whole thing in New York, too.
I think his name... Why do I know one of his daughter's names, but I don't know him?
Sorry I did that to you. I can't think of it either.
He's on Nightmare Kitchens or Hell's Kitchen or something like that. Okay, I can Google that.
I'm just laughing because it's like, oh, when you stop trying so hard, then stuff comes.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Chase loves Gordon Ramsay. He loves him.
So I could keep painting for another 5 hours, just adding some details. And oh, we got a splatter too.
Got a splatter too. I like the little whites that you're adding though, in the front of that head. So sweet. Joy looks sweet.
So what I'm thinking here is not as bright. That color's almost gone, or not gone, but dried up. Not as bright highlights in here. That might be overthinking it.
Oh, that pushes the berries back a little bit.
Yep.
Those feel. Mm-hmm.
Should.
Cute.
Does it look all right? I almost kind of want this one longer now. I could extend it.
I don't know.
Oh, I just get kind of funny. Sounds like I don't know how cranky I sound. I just like, oh, I might like that better. I need to step away from it. Oh, I kind of like how full it's, we could pull the branch. Since that's a really full branch, we could pull it out.
Oh, the other way?
The other way, like I do with the cows.
Yeah. I might like that. If you have to pick.
Oh, well, I can totally, just do something like this too, just to help with just eye direction movement in the painting.
I like that.
My paints are drying up, so I can't.
Do you want me to turn the fan off out there?
No.
Okay.
No. It's actually not too bad in here. I thought it was going to get really warm.
I kind of was just thinking I'm a little chilly in my t-shirt.
I'm kind of pink, so I'm not. Like everybody needs to know my temperature level.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about.
I thought that was kind of funny. I did that.
So since Chase and I work out separately or whatever, and then he finishes before me, and then he comes and sits by me, and he came to me last night, and he was like, "Wow, you're pink. Like my ankles were pink."
Yeah, you get that from me.
My hands were really pink. My cheeks were all rosy.
I think Jack's Jack's pretty much a blue blood. I don't know if he gets that pink. Do you like that better?
Yes, I love that. I love that it comes out the other side.
Gives it a little more something to hang on to.
Yeah, and it just it shows that there's more.
There's more movement too.
Yeah, more, but it just kind of solidifies the depth of where his head is versus. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Huh.
It gives more depth to me.
I just said because it was funny to me. Not because it was. Just because I feel a little ornery. Poor Emily. Poor Emily is always so nice and polite.
Tammy says, you put much more detail in than some other tutorials. I love watching the detail.
I love the detail.
I love the detail too. Because it shows that you didn't go into it thinking oh yeah, I'm going to stick that out on the other side, and all of a sudden we do that. Oh, Gordon Ramsay, Tammy says. Yeah. Jason loves Gordon Ramsay. We have his cookbooks or something.
Chase is such a good cook.
Yeah, we have his.
He started from the beginning, would you say?
Oh. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm just impressed with him.
The beginning.
Yeah, that's all right. Everybody starts someplace.
I think it's every once in a while it'll hit me he would make eggs in the microwave, which I don't mind because they're kind of fluffy if you put, milk in them and stuff.
Oh, I like eggs in the microwave. Yeah.
But it's eggs in the microwave. Sometimes overcooked if he's listening. I'm sorry. You definitely, they were dry sometimes.
Oh, you're not going to be able to go home now.
But, that's where he started, and then...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then after he started working from home, he had time. So, make rolls, make bread, make whatever, make this, make that. I swear, we had, a 4-course dinner every night of the week for quite a while. There. We had so many leftovers.
Oh, well, and the variety and the range and...
Yeah. And now I'm like, can you make that? Or I call him, I was calling him because he had slow cooked some kind of steak cut roast. I have no idea. And then I'm like, is this what it's supposed to be?
Oh, yeah.
Just
yeah,
a couple days ago.
I didn't know. I don't, He's really, in such a short period of time, he's a chef.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Well, and I mean, a lot of people started cooking during the pandemic, but that's such a good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, tough on the waistline.
Yeah, that was rough there when, like, I'm just trying to think of all the, like, biscuits. He made really good biscuits and gravy.
Oh, that sounds
so
so good.
I mean, just like even weird little things. Like he made pretzel bites, so he made pretzels from scratch.
Keep going, honey. I'm just trying to show him. I can't really show him how thin that is. I'm just trying to show him. Go ahead.
It's like milky.
Yeah.
That's like 2% milk right there.
Yeah. Oh, the biscuits and gravy. And he added some seasoning, extra.
Yeah, they were a little bit, the gravy had a little kick to it. So there's red pepper in there. Red pepper flakes.
There was like hungry.
This coconut, just like shallow fried coconut, breaded chicken. That was amazing. This buffalo spinach artichoke dip I love.
Did he make some sort of cinnamon bread or what was that?
I don't know. For my birthday, he makes a massive cinnamon roll cake. Literally, a cinnamon roll that is the size of a dinner plate. And we just cut it like a cake.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then I like, if we eat at like an Indian restaurant, I like butter chicken, but I don't love chicken, so I only eat like the small bits. So he turned it into butter tofu, so it really just turns into like warm, like hot mush, which sounds gross, but like in the best way possible. Oh, so good.
I'm trying to avoid the eye.
Yeah, I can tell.
But I'm getting close to it at the same time.
You didn't put on a little piece of today.
Off.
You're feeling brave.
Feeling brave. Well, and I'm thinking, I really liked it never occurred to me before. In the church painting, I mixed some lighter blues with this color and put that on.
I loved that.
So I'm like, I kind of want to do it, but we're over time. I might do it. Well,
if you want to do it, it's fine.
I got some interesting.
We can always go shopping tomorrow, or.
Oh, I was just kidding about the shopping. I got an interesting little. I kind of like that when you get like a little string line.
Mhm. Yeah, a little skid.
There we go.
A little skid mark.
Oh, and then you can put in, before I start mixing, I like to come back and put in some bigger depth of snow. Does that sound arty?
Mhm.
I think it turned out cute. And that's one thing nice too about having that sort of base sheep down or painted before we started this part too, and I scanned it into my computer because it won't have snow on it, so I can use it for other things. And I can turn the lights on either, probably in Photoshop I'll do it, or I could put it in Procreate. Photoshop can handle a higher res image, even though it wasn't done. And I still could come back and add more detail if I wanted to. Do I have enough dots? Am I doing dot overload now?
No.
Just kind of.
I know. I like your hesitation of where.
Well, try and be random. Try to, because if I could just start talking to do it, it's gonna be in a pattern.
Mhm.
I don't know if I can. I don't have any gray. Oh, I have black. I could have a little black. I don't know if we can do this. I'm running out of palette space.
Yeah, that map. Okay, I wish I could post a side by side, like a picture in the chat, because I would love for everyone to remember what that palette looked like only like 20-30 minutes ago.
I just keep kind of growing.
Yeah.
I think I might just.
Okay, if you go back,
I'm
trying to see, to like 47 minutes and 51 seconds. That palette versus what the palette looks like now is night and day.
Sometimes I'll just, they get, I don't know, if I've had them for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, I'll just scrape it off and put new on, or just break out a new.
Yeah.
I just mixed a little black to get close to that. That was phthalo blue green shade, one of my favorite colors, and I put a black in it to mute it instead of the gray, because I didn't have the gray handy. These might not show up much, but they'll show up here a little bit. Didn't show up there at all. I didn't put as many of the dark ones on. Okay, Emily, I'm going to wrap up here if there's anybody has questions or something before I say goodbye.
I don't see any questions, but we'll also, if people have questions, now we have to wait for a minute for messages to come in the chat since there's a little bit of a lag.
Fun. Let me know if you like the two-tone. I'll hold it up to the camera here. Let me know if you like the different shades of snow or it's just weird. I won't be offended. I like kind of knowing what everybody likes in general because I license my art, so it's helpful information. Like people are like, no, snow should be just white.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of like traditional Christmas is red and green. It's just what people buy. I've been seeing some bluish teal Santa paintings I think are licensing. Might be kind of a woodland too theme. I don't know if that's still popular. I need to shop. I haven't been shopping as much the last couple of years. And I don't know if there's as much in stores.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends.
It's kind of picked
Some are
over
a little
when we go look.
low, yeah.
Picked over or low or... Okay, so I bought a little time cleaning up brushes. Oh, I like the yellow in it too. Okay,
Suzanne says, thank you for another terrific live.
So we're going to do like a little drive-by. Thank you for coming, Suzanne. We really appreciate your support and friendship.
Yeah, and I hope you don't have any more asthma problems. I put you back in the hospital.
Oh, no.
My gosh. That looks really good.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully we'll see this licensed on a flag in a year or so. It usually takes almost like 2 years because I got to get it to my agent. She's got to send it to the manufacturer. They got to like it, you know, all that kind of stuff. It takes a lot of time. Then they got to manufacture it. Thanks so much for your support. Let me know if you try this one. I'm looking forward to chatting with you in the comments. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.